Hey everyone, I hope everyone's start to 2025 is going well, or as well as it can be. I thought I would start this year off with a bit of a channel update, a small one at the very least. Never thought I'd do one of these, I always think they come off as a little weird, but here we are. I have a couple topics I want to talk about in general, but let's get the big band-aid ripped off, the big topic of the video to start. I'm pretty much done with Limbus company videos. I can't really bring myself to even really open the game anymore. I just have lost a lot of interest for it, and the way that it's so slowly dripping out content, it doesn't really work for me anymore. I will say that I will most likely return to the series either when the story is finished or a new Project Moon game is launched. I've primarily stuck with Limbus this long as it was pitched as a way to fund their other projects that they wanted to do, but that is starting to look less and less like the case as they have gone pretty full steam ahead with Limbus and haven't really heard anything on their side projects or even other mainline projects. Like I mentioned a bit earlier, the pacing is a bit too slow for me to keep interest as well as making the content that I like to. But yeah, I barely get the interest to open the game anymore. I haven't even played Chapter 7 yet, and I'm honestly excited to see what Dawn's chapter has to bring to the table. I really like Blood Fiends. I really like the, from what I've seen anyway, we get to see a bit of Zwei, which is probably my favorite association. But yeah, even with that, I haven't had the drive to open the game. It feels more like work to me, because I know if I play it, I'm gonna be recording it and then making a video, and I just don't enjoy making the individual chapter reviews anymore. They, what I've been able to make out of them so far, what I have made out of them so far, just doesn't live up to my own standards. I'm not quite happy with the recent lore videos. They feel very, cheaply made, in my opinion. I'm not the biggest fan of them. I'm probably the biggest critic, and I think everyone should be their biggest critic. I've had ideas of how I'd format them differently if I was to continue doing them, but that sense of dread when it comes to making the video, because there's such a high expectation for them from the community, but more so from myself, that I just don't really find it enjoyable, so I'm not going to continue doing something I don't find enjoyable. That pretty much covers it for the Limbus Company videos as I transition into the fact that I've just always wanted to do other video projects. My first video that blew up on this channel was Project Moon intro to their lore and their setting. I greatly enjoyed making those. I wish I could make something of that scale again for Limbus, but unfortunately, like I mentioned earlier, there's just not that much added on a regular basis to put those out. But even more than that, I've wanted to do other videos. I've done game reviews like Wolfstride and Pacific Rim, and while they make far less views, I greatly enjoy the process of making those games those videos a lot more. I know this will most likely kill my channel's growth, but I would rather be happy making what I want to make than feel like I have a collar put on by a gacha game. In the past, I tried very hard to make monthly uploads, and I would like that to be the case. It's just with ADHD, man, and working a full-time job again, I just don't have the energy to really put those out to the quality that I would like. I work best when I'm under pressure, especially social pressure, but yeah, it's just, at some point there's a breaking point on that. I'm very bad at keeping myself accountable, at least when it comes to project and deadlines like this. From now on, you can pretty much just expect videos to be done when they're done. For those that are subscribed to the Patreon, I'm still only going to be charging for the first video I upload that month. So if I ever do get a spur of inspiration and I upload multiple videos in 1 month, you're only going to be charged for the first video still. Thank you, especially for our patrons that have supported me. I know there's not a lot of you, but I appreciate it either way. It really means a lot that you're willing to support me, even the smallest bit financially that you can. On the topic of clip compilations, I know they definitely haven't been everyone's favorites. Outside of the friends that appear in them and comment on them, I really don't get a lot of comments on them, save for people saying that they wish I was making more Limbus videos, and that kind of sucks, if I'm going to be completely honest. I wish more people enjoyed them for what they are. But this is why I'm making the update video, is to let you know that those videos aren't going to be coming around, so you don't need to go back and comment on those videos that they're not coming around. I do remove those comments I know it's engagement, whatever. I'm not here to play that game. It just, it feels like a mar on the comment section whenever I go and look at them. They're not bad per se. I don't hate them. You have every right to comment that, but I have every right to remove it if I want to. So that's that. The compilation videos were always meant to just be a side project to keep me to keep track of the clips I take when I'm playing games with friends. I always ended up deleting them whenever my hard drive would get full. And it felt wrong to do that. Like I saved those memories for a reason, and I wanted to keep them around. So that's why I was making the compilation videos where I just selected the best of the best. I probably cut out like 80% of the clips I would make, and I would only keep the best in those compilations. But again, the metric has shown that not everyone wants to watch those. So what I'll be doing with that is I will be moving those over to my second channel. You can follow them there if you want to. I'm not going to take the ones down that I have on the channel already, but we'll see. They may eventually get moved over to the second channel. I don't know. It was a project for me primarily for the year of 2024 to do a full year's worth. Initially, I had enough content to make videos once a month, but as I started working more and more, I got less time to play games, and thus there's less clips, and there's less clips that I'm actually proud of to put in a video. Yada yada yada. So that's really kind of like became less and less consistent over time, but I was really driven to complete that. It was a goal for myself, and I would say I completed it, and I'm happy with that. I understand the vast majority of subscribers came for the lore videos, but with me being done with Limbus for the foreseeable future, I just really want to work on other projects. I want to do comprehensive game reviews and other just like fun side projects that let me focus on getting a little bit more practice with doing editing. I really like video editing, and if anyone wants to hire me to edit their videos, sure, go for it. I'm happy to do that. I really enjoy video editing. It's everything else leading up to that is a bit more draining for me. On the topic of lore videos, if there are any series that you would think I would have a good time deep diving into and explaining for others to watch, I'm all ears. I would love to do another, even if it's not a full series of games, but like even just a single game or a setting, I would love to do a deep dive and see what I can compile. I like doing those kind of setups. I won't promise that I'll do every single one that gets recommended, but I will consider it. That's pretty much it for the updates. Thank you for sticking with me. Thank you for sticking with this explanation, and I hope you stick around for the content I continue to produce. It really does mean a lot to me, and for now, take care.